In this video, I will explain difference between continuous spectrum and spectral lines. So right now on the screen, the spectrum that you are seeing is continuous spectrum. And reason why this is a continuous spectrum is because you can see the colors are changing gradually. So right on the right hand side, there is a red color, which is gradually changing and then turning into yellowish, then turning into greenish, then turning into bluish, and then violet. And that's the reason it is called as continuous spectrum. So a sunlight is an example of continuous spectrum. So if sunlight passes through the prism, you will get something called as continuous spectrum. Now let us see what is the spectral lines. So this is the spectral lines. You can see that there are lines of specific color. So here you can see on the right hand side there is this red color line. Then there is a greenish, light greenish, then bluish and violet color lines. So you can see that colors are changing, but they are not continuous, and that is why it is called as spectral lines. Okay. In this specific example, it is called as emission lines because this kind of spectral lines are produced when electrons in the atom absorb the energy and go to the higher energy state. So there are two types in spectral lines. One is emission lines and other is absorption spectrum. So here you can see that there is a absorption spectrum and you can see these black spots. So basically those black spots or black lines are the ones that have been absorbed by the electron in the atom. So here also you can see these black lines, and in the previous example we have seen these colorful lines. So both are examples of spectral lines, but this one is emission lines and this one is absorption spectrum because that specific light has been absorbed by the electrons, and that is why they are being shown as black colors. The example of this spectral lines is, for example, a hydrogen atom. So if hydrogen atom gets or absorbs the light of specific frequency, what happens is that electrons jump to the another energy level, higher energy level. Okay, and when they absorb the energy of specific frequency or photon of specific frequency, this kind of spectrum is generated. These are black lines you see. And when the same electron comes from the higher energy to the lower energy, it emits the photon with specific frequency, and that's why the spectrum that is generated is called as emission spectrum or emission lines. It is also called as a discrete spectrum. Thanks for watching.